Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing Resident Evil Village. Third person mode. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, that should be good to go.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence, the bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free from Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine and under branch, and into the forest deep.
I love this opening.
Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and baked his own wing. "Come, child, quench your thirst," he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy. Passing through the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed, and the air turned bitingly cold. The girl was shivering in her thin clothes. Then a dark weaver appeared, and with a click of his fingers, crafted mist into a beautiful dress. "Come, child, warm yourself," he coaxed. So she clothed herself and smiled with joy. Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one of his many fins. "Come, child, eat your fill." So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing on, she soon entered the forest's dark heart. Then an iron
So cool.
steed appeared, bearing a beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry and summoned the other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beasts. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark yet regal. "Gifts we gave, but more you took," she snarled. "So more in turn is due." In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
I love this opening.
She's asleep.
This actually might be one of my favorite openings in any RE game.
Creepy story. She's only 6 months old.
Woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale. Besides, Rose doesn't seem to mind.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank God. We moved here so that she wouldn't have to deal with any of that, remember?
There's nothing wrong with my memory. You're just being paranoid.
It's not...
Hey, hey.
Never mind. I'm sorry. But I'm not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed. I'll finish dinner.
It's okay, Rose. Your mother doesn't want to remember it. I can't blame her.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
No, I think it's really good. I think it has some uneven parts, but I think it's overall pretty good. And I think the DLC helps to redeem a lot of that. The DLC for this is fucking fantastic. The Shadows of Rose is some of the best content that Resident Evil has to offer. Like, it is shockingly good.
Mom got you another new book?
They turn the horror up to 11. They focus on Ethan's daughter, Rose, who's a fucking amazing character. They go for a more psychological bent to the horror that honestly is kind of reminiscent of Silent Hill because they get into her personal demons and all of the shit she carried around. They give her, like, powers, but they balance the powers so you never feel overpowered. It's... Oh my god, the DLC for this is so fucking good.
Oh, Mia. What a miracle. 3 years ago, I couldn't even imagine something like this would happen. Once you're a big girl, we'll have a drink together, all right?
Here, hold on. I'm going to try and get all the files in this. I'm definitely going to have a fucking guide, because if I miss one of them, I'm fucked. Yeah. No, they did really good with the third person, actually. They... Surprisingly good. I was surprised. They basically would have had to redo every cutscene in the game, and it would have taken like a whole nother game's worth of work to do, because all the characters in this game that aren't Ethan have motion capture. But because you never see Ethan's face...
Hurry up and put Rose to sleep, will you?
Because you never see Ethan's face, they never did any motion capture for Ethan. So they would have to get him back in the studio, pay him the salary of another game, and have to do, like, I mean, just the amount of effort that it would take to do all the cutscenes in third person with Ethan. It would be too much to ask for one DLC. I actually think they went above and beyond in this and made the third person way better than I thought it was going to be. They made a lot of unique animations that you only see in third person. And I actually think in terms of quality, it stands up to the other third person Resident Evil games, which, considering this game wasn't made with third person in mind, that's a feat. The DLC, Shadows of Rose, it is in third person. The whole thing is, and it has third person cutscenes. In fact, that's the entire reason why we got third person in this in the first place, because they started doing the DLC for this, Shadows of Rose, and they made that third person. They're like, hey, well, this could work on the base game, and backported it. I'm not really into VR, and I can't afford it, so it does look pretty good, though. Resident Evil 7, I heard it did good VR, so... Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, definitely. I can imagine. RE7 just genuinely scares the shit out of me.
Don't get too close to me when I'm cooking, babe.
Mia makes everything by hand, so this stuff keeps piling up.
Ah, fuck. It's getting on my nerves. Oh, yeah. Dude, I still remember when I first played this game and the fucking Mia comes up the stairs. I nearly shit myself. Like, that entire introduction to RE7 is fucking perfect.
Our taste in music's definitely improved over the years.
You mean mine has?
Yeah. I always wanted to try VR, but I just can't afford it. It's like the price of another fucking system. I struggle money-wise as it is.
Hey! Keep it down.
Just making sure it's locked. Once things warm up, we can go for a walk.
I do actually think this is probably my favorite opening to any Resident Evil game, though.
It's like I said to your mom. That book's too scary for you.
People really complained, rightfully so, that Ethan had no fucking personality in 7, and I have to agree, Ethan was kind of bland. Mia was more like the star of 7. So they really worked on overhauling Ethan's character and making him awesome, and they succeeded. He has more personality in this one intro than he did in all of 7. Oh, shit.
Your mama and I love this song so much. Why do I even keep this around? I should get rid of it someday.
No, you should smash it for the fucking collectibles, Ethan. I thought you remembered that. This works.
Gotta do a deep clean before Rose starts walking around.
It's just that the way he reacts is not the problem. It's just that he doesn't have a whole lot of character. He's almost kind of like a blank slate. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I get all the collectibles. I'm very close to platinuming this, so... Okay. Like, so much...
I've forgotten about this already.
So much of the Resident Evil games are colored by the protagonist and their flavor. And with, like, the other protagonists, like Leon or Chris, you got a real sense for who they were. And with Ethan, they don't really give you a sense into who he is. Even, Silent Hill 2 has a similar premise to this. Well, 7 anyway. I gotta find my missing wife. She was gone, and now she's back. But they give you an idea of who James is. They didn't... Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. The mole dudes, they really could have done better. I actually like the monster variety way more in this game. And that's one of the things that I have to say it does fucking hands down better than 7. The vampires and the Lycans, way cooler to fight than the fucking molded. I get what they were trying to do, but they just didn't really do it for me. So... Oh, they can kick around this ball. It's hilarious.
Can't keep your mother waiting. She's scary when she's angry.
Yeah! Yeah, she really is.
Rose is fine.
Like, it's just... Like, in all the other games, there was, like, a bunch of flavor from the characters. They had their personal flavor. Yeah, no, I agree. The factory is great.
Well, hi there, little Rose.
I also...
It's not paranoia if they're really out to get you.
I also really like the House being Vento. I thought that was fucking standout. Oh yeah, you're talking about the fucking cyborg things. Yeah.
I wish it could stay like this forever.
That whole factory sequence felt like it was a callback to RE1. I see. I think I've got all the collectibles. I just gotta make sure because you can't ever come back here. Not getting the collectibles is like one of the only things I have left to do. Fridge memo. Yeah, okay, I got it all. Just making sure. Right? That entire sequence was like it suddenly became Silent Hill. Okay? And I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Okay? But in the DLC Shadows of Rose, they have a similar sequence like that fucking tops it. I shit you not. It's even scarier. Like, they took that idea and they're like, how can we make this even worse? I forgot I had to put the baby in the bed crib. And whereas the House being Vento played with Ethan's head, this plays with Rose's head and her trauma. So it's a whole nother fucking ball game of messed up stuff.
There you go, sweetheart. Don't you worry. I'll be right downstairs. Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters get you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of games that do steampunk, honestly. It's hard to even think of any modern games that do steampunk. The most I could say is maybe Atomic Heart kind of does that with the different like automatons and shit. The robots in that game look like, automatons. Or oh shit! Have you played Steel Rising? Lady D. You would love it, okay? Because it is set in an alternate history, France, and it's all about automatons and steampunk shit with like robots, and you play an automaton that gains sentience called Aegis. If you're still around here in a little bit, I might actually start that up so you can see what I mean. It's really fucking good. And like I said, it's like 16th century France. Yes. Hold on. You know what? I might actually just start up now so you can see what I mean. I'll be back in a minute.